the double jigsaw dealing like that in a Zoom, it's a little messy sometimes. It's easy to do the original groups. It's a little bit clumpy. That's a real word for the next piece coming back together. So what I was after to just create a level of awareness about standards 1, 2, 5, and 7, and start getting the idea across that we're going to keep the conversation going like this between those 4 teaching standards, your comprehensive guidance standards, and the models from 61 650 that we will just that's pretty much how this class is going to flow. So any questions about the standards at the moment? Because I want to wrap up a little bit and start talking about moving forward. Okay. You all are veteran enough graduate students that when it gets late in a class, you know not to ask professor questions. I'm proud of you. Okay. So I wanted to, okay. So as far as, okay, I've asked you to send me an email, kind of a sidebar, 1 sentence. February 9 is a Tuesday. Are you okay with moving it to a Wednesday, February 10? And then we'll see. We could do the rest of them on Wednesday also. So does that flow better for you and your world? Okay, me, doesn't particularly matter. I can shift things around a little bit. So then as far as moving towards the next time we meet, whether it's the 9th or the 10th, I want to review just a little bit before we get away like this. So for the next time, well, moving forward, teacher and principal interviews on teaching standard 1. Okay, there's an assignment there. Okay, so it's important that you have conversations with veterans that are in the school where you're doing a practicum. Okay, so I think that, yeah, comment on 2 of the classmates. Okay, so I'm forcing you to have conversations with veterans in the building on standard 1. And then standard 1, video of you teaching. Okay. Okay, I'm just provide constructive feedback on the videos of at least 2 of your classmates. Okay, standard 1, video of your teaching. That's due February 8th. Okay. Then we get into you creating a PowerPoint where, as I said, you will form your own groups of 2, maybe 3, and you pick a model from last semester, and then you will, here are the questions that are the driving. Okay, so I think it's straightforward. Okay, you have a lot of latitude. Okay, you have a lot of latitude. How you want to do it. Most people just use the PowerPoint to drive the conversation, and they have the floor for a while. Okay, please, I'll say this right now. When it comes to a PowerPoint, listen carefully. Don't read PowerPoints to me. Okay, just makes my head hurt. Okay, so use a PowerPoint as a place to draw our eyes, talk us through it. Okay. Okay. Stop share. Okay. So this evening we did an introduction. We talked about Maslow and we talked about Bloom. We had kind of a opening conversation about the relationship between those 2. I talked about the overview, the flow of the whole course. Did a double jigsaw activity, drawing your eyes towards the final 4 teaching standards. And the phrase we talk about are look fors, that a principal will look for to know that a teacher is competent in that standard. As a principal, when I come into the room, what am I looking for? And look for is what are the students saying? What are the students doing? Look for is not what the teacher is saying and doing. Okay? So, does anybody have any questions moving forward? I will communicate out more about Tuesday night, Wednesday night, that kind of stuff. And if you have questions about the assignments, I'll usually reply all, because if one person has questions, usually everybody does. Okay? But any questions before we slow things down for the evening? That is called wait time. Okay? You ask a question, you wait. You resist the urge to start yakking. Okay? Sometimes as a teacher, I'd count like I'm a basketball official. I go like this to make myself slow down. Okay? Because teachers have an urge to answer questions for their students. Okay? All right. I'm going to wind down now. Email, reply all if you have questions. Okay? Going from this session to session 2 is a little bit messy. Okay? And we'll get in the groove with session 2 for session 3, 4, and 5. You'll understand the flow of things a little better. Okay? All right. No questions? Now, another thing I do, I'm always the last person to get off. So if you have a question, just hang around until everybody else disappears. Okay? All right. Good night. And I'll see you February 9 or 10. We'll see. Okay? Good night.